The Colombo Port City project, which is being built to the tune of $1.4 billion, will be an extension of Colombo, spanning 269 hectares of reclaimed land from the sea and comprise of 5 different precincts, including the Financial District, Central Park Living, Island Living, the Marina and the International Island. Speaking to local government representatives recently, Minister of Megapolis and Western Development, Partly Ranawaka, said action has been taken to fill the entire 269 hectares which have already been reclaimed. The first 4 plots of land will have its own financial town, an international hospital, a school and a conference hall for the benefit of its residents. Furthermore, steps have been taken to set up a separate administrative unit outside the Colombo Municipal Council's jurisdiction to run affairs of the Colombo Port City. Minister of Megapolis and Western Development, Partly Ranawaka, adds that law for administrative unit outside the Colombo Municipal Council's jurisdiction will be formulated after the beginning of Parliament in May, and the lands will be sold under the Urban Development Authority. Speaking to First at 9, constitutional expert Krishma Varnasurya said that if a separate administrative unit is to be set up outside Sri Lanka, it has to be carried through an Act of Parliament.
Colombo Municipal Council, that of course subject to it being passed by some law of Parliament or even under the Municipal Council ordinance. I don't know if they have sufficient power to do that, but they can certainly devolve it for administrative purposes. If they breaking up an existing unit or an existing unit of a country, whether it's a local sabha or Pradesh sabha area, then there is a procedure under which they must bring the matters before Parliament and then have it approved. If it's by a parliamentary act, they can separate it for administrative purposes. There is nothing illegal in that insofar as the constitution is followed, and they do it in terms of the legislative process. But remember, all that is subject to the supreme sovereign law of the land. So none of that can conflict with the supreme law of the land, which is the constitution.
Meanwhile, speaking to First at 9, UPF MP Vasudevan Anayakara was adamant that administrative functions should fall under the purview of the Colombo district.
Administrative units are carved out in the country according to a particular method, and accordingly Colombo is part of the Colombo district, and any other part that comes within the Colombo district has to be governed within the Colombo district under the AGA, under the GA and other administrative mechanisms. Otherwise, this new administrative unit will seek to become more and more independent of the country's general administration, which can be a problem for the people who are inhabiting this island with an administrative unit which has no connection with its mainland.